Fica vieții din niciun farmec să pun. Hello everyone, I'm Raul and welcome to live streaming. We're still on Wanda hair drawing and we did a lot of parts for hair drawing in layers, as you can see, and using dotting tool. We carry on with this part now and we have to work with shadows. Today we're talking about the shadows, but I'm still starting with salmon pink, the first layer, the first light layer. So we're going by lines, but very light. Today also we need to work with dotting tool, same as yesterday, because we have very interesting messy parts for the hair drawing. So it will be necessary for dotting tool. First of all, we prepare the layer, the base. We need to build the base, so the light color is the first layer. Hello George, I'm good, thank you very much. How are you, my friend? As you can see, we do progress with Wanda portrait. Hopefully we finish soon with this hair drawing and won't be too much to draw. And we're going further for the cloth drawing, the dress. But today, guys, as I told you, we need to draw the lines and the first layer for shade, for shape also, and for designing the hair. Of course, as you've seen before, always we're starting with, all right, I'm very happy to hear that. As you've seen, always we're starting with light layer, and when we're happy, we're going layers by layers to add the dark tone. Now we need to draw a lot of parts for hair, curly hair, which is very interesting here. But as I told you guys from the beginning, we work today with dotting tool. As I told you yesterday, we need to lining again with dotting tool, because we need to design a realistic hair. I'm using this dotting tool. You should have already this supplier, so we're just lining where it's necessary to add these details, which is very important. Of course, it's very important to know how to use this. Don't need to press at all, just go light on the paper. It will scratch like the paper and it will give you these details. So I'm just lining with this. When I'm coming with hair drawing, you will see covering by layers. The work with dotting tool, excellent work. Stay with me guys for another hour to drawing to see how we can design this hair, practicing the colored pencils. Hello Art by Sue. Just started now, 10 minutes, not too long. I just start with scratching this paper using this dotting tool. Not too long start, so you came only for the beginning. I start to add this one because I need this messy hair part. I need a little bit white, not really colored. So look at that. In the realistic photo they are most of them white, so we need to scratch the paper on a blank paper, and when we're coming with the color red pencils, mix together and building the shadows, they need to look like this. But we're going step by step as we're going on the bottom of the page. We're not doing everything maybe today because, as you can see, my way to draw it's taking time and need patterns for this. Now we're going to draw this part of the hair strand, which is curly hair. All this part is curly hair. I just try to imitate the realistic picture. The reference photo, so I can go close with the messy hair part. Should be alright for the moment. So we carry on now to add the first layer by lining this salmon pink. Always I'm starting with this salmon pink. Even if I need darker, you see I'm going to add and changing the color red pencil. Of course, I need to put my hand on the paper, so hey Lian, welcome back to drawing. So remember guys, we're covering this. If you remember yesterday, my small little lesson about dark tone to light to shade the hair. I have the same paper. I try to keep the paper here because I still need to keep my hand on the work, on the paper. I like your drawings, guys. I see your progress, very good progress. So that is clearly seen you interesting to learn from my techniques of drawing. So I'm glad to see you upgrade your drawing skill. Now we need to carry on to draw this curly hair, which is very beautiful design, but I started with dotting tool. If you came late, the first thing to do today was lining the paper for designing the messy hair, the curly messy hair. So I come in with this very thin lines using dotting tool. The second one was this salmon pink, which is starting to coloring for the first layer. As you can see, guys, it's not really hard to draw curly hair. We're using the hand, and you should understand the controlling of the pencil and everything will be fine. If you learn how to use the pencils, of course, very good sharp pencils. If we need to sharp again, we just resharp the pencil. Hope you had a great day, guys. And we come back enjoying to draw again. As you can see, I built the first layer, and this, it will show me how dark I need to go with every hair strand. This will be the shoulder, which is black. So you will see how easy dotting tool come out when we're coming with black color for layering this part for the dress. But we focus on hair drawing today. As you can see, guys, I set the camera oblique a little bit so you can see entire part of the drawing. So we focus on this part of the curly hair today, and we're working step by step every strand. I do this so I can have the shape of the hair, and when we start to draw the strands one by one, I'm taking every strand separately. But it's important to have the first way to start well. If you're lining for the curly part for the hair and also for shapes of the hair, you're going well from the beginning. It will be more easy later, and you will see. This portrait for this part for the hair, it was very challenging for me. I had this type of hair on Black Widow portrait. If you've seen that portrait, was the same very curly hair, and also I use loads of orange colors for Black Widow. But this will make a little bit dark brown and red mixed together. So we're going same with the movie picture. As you can see, slowly adding more dark colors, changing the pencils. The work with dotting tool, it will come out slowly, which is good for our effects. How many hair strands mixed together and sophisticated design we have here to draw. But you will see slowly, step by step, and also adding the right shadows, we will go right. This part for the hair strand here, I see in the reference photo, is starting with this salmon pink, but to the end of the hair strand it become yellow and very white to the end, so it will be a very big highlights. So I will show you later how to do this, make the perfect hair strand. If you remember yesterday, guys, I told you I will show you how to work with blade. I have a blade for drawing perfect realistic hair. It's about this, and I missed that yesterday apparently, so I will show you today, and I'll keep this closer to don't forget. Today I will show you how to do this type of messy hair also with this blade. As you can see, when I'm coming with this hair strand is like a S. After the bottom line here, I'm coming, and when I'm in the middle of hair strand, I'm going to the other side. Why? Because I want to make this like a turn, like over. You see, it's like a turning this part for the hair. So if you do this type of hair drawing, it will be looking more realistic when you add more colors. Always the first layer is a bit hard to see the perfect way where you need to go, but coming with more layers it will be okay because we're adding the necessary dark tone. And the dark tone is about the shadows. Okay, should we have enough? So we're going now to change the pencil, and we start to making this ingredient. After salmon pink, we have cadmium orange. Of course, I'm sharpening very well my pencils. Thank you very much, Leon. It's only the first layer. And I got with salmon pink just to find my designing of the hair, which is the lighter part. But we're coming now and we add dark tone, slowly. Mix together a bit the pencils. Thank you very much, Leon. So let's see how we can add dark tone. If you remember where we stopped last time, we need to carry on from that point. So, following reference photo, we're adding over this cadmium orange. Salmon pink, guys, was only to guide me for the perfect shape of the hair strands. This cadmium orange is to add dark tone over the first layer shade. But as you can see, I'm going always lining. The hair should work like that. Always we're working with the hair like this. And when we shade, you remember, small circles till we cover the paper. This is the way to shade the cloth. You will see when we start to draw the dress, we draw like this and we add details also. Now we focus on hair drawing, which is long lines. If you think it's more easy for you to work together with all pencils so you can define the shadows and shapes and also highlights, you can add if you like. For example, if you need to add the shadows here, which is dark one, I'm coming with dark amber, for example, just to show you a demonstration. And I check the reference photo where I need a shadow and I do this, like a small line. This will help me later to see where the shadow is. Just in case if you need for guide, I don't know, maybe it will be more easy for you. You know what I mean? So if it's more easy for you to add shadows before, it's not a problem, you can add them. I like to add shadows last time. For me, it's like more easy to do because I'm growing the grade and the color step by step. If you like, you can do this, it's not a problem. Now we focus on a hair strand and we need to make this shiny and also very white till the end because we need to work in gradients. As you can see, I have already the way with salmon pink. Now it's more easy for me to carry on from this point. I'm just looking to make this darker. And as I told you guys, I'm looking on my reference photo to see all possible details, so I can be quite close enough with the reference photo. Also, don't worry, you will see when we add dry brush how beautiful we can mix these hair strands. So look at that, how nice is coming from the bottom of this first hair strand. It's coming one curly and it's going like this. I just need to respect the reference photo, to carry on with the same shape. Thank you very much, my love.
You're welcome.
Also guys, hope you have the same reference photo when you draw this hair, because I upload on my Facebook group. So everything we draw together, you will have the picture upload on my Facebook, so you can have to draw after the original reference photo. You don't need to search on Google for the picture to go close with ours, because I will give you the reference photo always, which is a big advantage for you, I think so. Now, as you can see, I'm going by proportions till I'm happy with the designing of the hair and also the shape. As you can see, I never press with my pencils, guys. I'm going always very light. And mix more pencils. And as you can see, I'm waiting for the dark tone with each layer, which is very good because it allowed me to see how dark I need to go every time after every layer. I know for you from the beginning, if you work with only one color, it's a bit confused. That was for me as well before, because if I do this one, maybe it's very hard to find a shadow, but believe me, step by step you will achieve very good shadows, respecting also the reference photo. Now I'm coming with more pressure here, a little bit more pressure, and also I insist on this part because I want to build orange shadow. You will see when we start to blend and we make also the shadows parts for the hair strand, it will be more easy and visible to add. So remember guys, don't say never, it's hard to draw and I can't do that. No, it's good to believe in yourself and always say, I will try and I will see how is it. As I told you, sometimes even for me is a challenging job, but I always do my best to go in close with the reference photos. And I think George already is happy with my commission made already, Alexa Bliss. I'm changing the pencil now to going to add a little bit shadows. It will be brown, sienna brown. Again, I shine very well so I can see and make the shadows more easy. Starting with this brown, you will see how to make the shadows and make the hair looking more expressive. As you can see guys, I started to line with black color here for shadow, but because the hair changing lighter a little bit, I'm coming with this sienna brown mixed together with the black, making the shadow ingredient. If you never draw this type of hair, don't worry guys, I'm here to show you how to do. And I believe you can do this because I've seen already you upgrade your drawing skill. So as you've seen before guys, salmon pink was only the shape as I have here, but slowly we need to add dark tone to changing this, building also the shadows. Of course, remember, because it's about the curly hair, we need to respect the highlights also. Where the hair is bent, same as I did here or here, we need highlights. Look at that. I'm going now with this hair strand, and I'm not stopped here so I can go up. I'm going more, and I make this like a turned curly hair. So it's like a spiral or something like. Now I'm coming with some shadows on the bottom this part, and sorry, on the top on this part, and on the bottom I will let a little bit lighter. When I'm coming to blend this part, it will be in gradient, which is very good. Remember, for the small parts we're using cotton buds to blend. Just in case if you want to see how it looks like, you can blend in the meantime. It's no problem, you can blend this before finish. Now, as you can see, if I'm coming with the rest of the hair strand, even they are small, I can very easily to add, to put shadows. So because it's about the black color over there, I'm coming straight away with black color, and I'm going by small circles, working in layers. I'm wait to covering this part. Something like this. On this part, the shadow become a little bit lighter, so I'm going with a less pressure on the pencil, with the same black color. So as you can see, this shadow is lighter and this one is black. It's a darker. Now we can carry on with hair strands. Of course, if I added a little bit dark tone on the line here, of course we need shadow on this part. To change the color of this hair strand a bit red, I'm coming with different pencil. Which is scarlet red. I'm going on a hair strand very light, just change a bit the color. And as you can see, help me to make this darker also. On the bent part of the hair, we need a little bit highlights, so we're not touching the middle. We're going very light, and when we're coming with blend, you will see this very smooth highlights part in the middle. And on this part, I carry on from sienna brown. I'm adding this red, dark red, so I can change the gradient part. You will see when I start to blend this and I mix all together, it will be looking in gradient. For the hair strand also, I blend with dry brush because help me to stay on the same designer part of the hair. And also I can smooth in the same time. I'm coming very light where the highlights is, and I'm losing this dry brush in the air. Mix very light on that part. In this way I build highlights in the middle of the hair strand. Let's do the top part here so we can mix the shadows with the hair. I don't need salmon pink because it's very dark part here. I'm starting with sienna brown from the beginning. I'm using layers. My way to do this part is layering. So when I call layering, guys, it means I'm going more times on the same part of the drawing. As you can see, I'm already on the second layer. And I repeat the same step till I'm happy with the dark tone that I'm looking for. Now as you can see, I mix together the shadows with the hair strands, which make the hair looking realistic. I add some messy part for the hair, even if it's dark brown, over the shadow. Always the hair design in any portrait, it will have this messy part. So try to make them always if you work only with graphite or colored pencils. If you do this, I promise you it will be more interesting portraits. I need darker this part, but I'm coming with this dark red. Let me sharpen a little bit. I need this a bit sharper. And I'm coming over this brown very light so I can change the color a little bit on the shadow, which is very helpful for gradient. Now, as you can see, I have also a little bit white part here. Why? Because I'm looking to make this messy hair part, and because it was made already with dotting tool, I can cover also. But when I'm coming with black color, I will show you what's happened when I add dry brush. It will look lovely and interesting. Also, I can add a bit shadows of this with black, so I can mix together the hair strand behind the shadow, only on the bottom part, which is close to the highlights, a bit black. Let me blend this, and I'm using dry brush because it's okay for dry brush to do this. I'm coming on the dark tone, very light, and by blend I push together all colors. And as you can see, it's very helpful to build the gradients. I'm coming now on this part where the brown is, mixed together with the dark red. Look at that, what's happened with the hair strand. Become a shadowed hair strand, which is very lovely behind, because this one there is the darker because it's inside, and this one is outside. I don't know how to explain better to understand me. Hope you understand this, because it's very important which is behind or inside of the hair strand always is darker. So try to draw darker. Now I can carry on with this. As you can see, we have this part for the shadow. We can add a bit more dark tone on the shadow. So I'm coming again with black, and I repeat the same procedure on the line. I need to make the perfect line for shadow. Why? Because this hair is outside. We may have any other hair inside, but the reference photo doesn't show us, so we do only the necessary parts for the drawing. As you can see, from dark tone I'm going lighter to this part. How to do this? I blend with color red pencil, starting from dark tone from the line. I'm going very light outside. When I'm going with the pencil, when I'm here, I'm lose the pencil on the paper. And now hopefully you understand what I mean losing the pencil, guys. When I say lose the pencil, I told you before, guys, that means I take the pencil slowly from the paper, on the paper. Now if I'm coming with this dry brush, starting from dark tone, of course, I'm pushing a little bit black color into the lighter area, which make our shadow looking more interesting, mixed together with the hair. So when I'm losing the pencils, is about this, starting darker. Yeah, as you can see, start dark, yeah? And I need to go to this point, for example, lighter. How to achieve this step? Going normal pressure on the pencil, release the pencil during the process till you have this lighter part. Look, something like this. I'm going lighter, lighter, lighter till I'm losing the pencil. If I take the pencil on the paper, you see, nothing happened. So that's my way to add, and this is my expression to say losing the pencil. Something like this. And I'm going to lose the pencil. Hope you understand this. Is very important if you understand and work with this way also. Look at that, so beautiful mixed together, this hair strand with this. I need to go further, so I need to put more shadows and more hair strands. Of course, we come back for lovely stuff dotting tool. We add just random lines. Because we're working very realistic, we need to add all necessary details, but we can add step by step, as you can see, during the process. I'm very enchanted to show you everything I know, guys, so you can understand my way to draw. Hopefully you learn by my videos. I need again to draw darker, so same as this, maybe a bit lighter, but also close to this. Always when you see your pencils need to be sharp, don't forget to resharp again. Look what's happened if I add this dotting tool. Doesn't matter which pressure it is on the pencil. These dotting tool lines, they are very visible. Over there, nothing changed. And I'm coming now, change the color. Lighter mix together from brown. I can also add this salmon pink to the end, because to the end is very light. So as you can see, light, dark, and also more dark. I'm adding this red color, dark red, only on the top side, where the hair starting. Always the part for the hair close to the head is darker, so this is very easy to understand. We need to take care of the shadow again to do the same job like this, make more drawing more interesting, like realistic work. Thank you very much, George. I appreciate your lovely comments, and I appreciate to everyone comments, guys. I see your comment always on my Facebook group when I post something. You can also have a look on my Instagram, Raul_UK08, because always I upload something while we draw. We start to make this one darker. Look how we can make these dark ingredients from this line darker to lighter here. So I'm starting with this pencil and I'm going light. As I told you before, we're losing the pencil. I change this brown with the next one, which is dark amber. And I do the same, starting from the line. And I'm going inside, losing the pencil. This become gradient. If I need darker, I can add dark tone, which is the last one, black pencil. I don't think so, because it should be enough, this part. If I'm coming now with dry brush, I mix together everything from dark to light. But remember, always when we draw hair, the part for the hair we need to connect with the second one we draw. So if you stay here today and you finish work today, when you come back tomorrow, you need to remember you need to connect this part with the rest of the hair you draw, to make the hair always same and looking realistic. Now we can add this dark umber on this part, make this darker. And of course I need to go till I'm happy with the dark tone. The time is going so fast, guys. We have already 1 hour. It's amazing, the time is flying. I'm not happy with this. I need darker, so I'm come back for black pencil over dark umber, and I'm lining to starting the dark tone. From this point I can go slowly losing the pencil into the light area. So remember, guys, never press with the pencil to achieve dark tone. Wait for a few layers, you will see how easy you can add, and also your paper is safety, and also don't break the top of the pencils. Remember, because this is very important part. If I'm adding dry brush, same as before, you will see how we can change this. Starting from dark tone, add this black color into the highlighter area. It's unbelievable how time is flying. Of course, when you draw. When you work, no. How is it so far, guys? We're going well. We need to add dark tone on this one and mix together with the first part. So we have some shadows here. I draw always light the first part of shadowing, as you can see, so I can rebuild again if I need. But for me, it's not reason for erasing everything I draw. Now we need again from this cadmium orange, build another part for hair strands. Because as I told you before, we need to mix together with the rest of the work. Remember, if you want to still see me draw live, come with me on my TikTok page. After this portrait, we start to draw on TikTok. We're going live, and we try to get some more people live. this hair strand is very deeply inside, so I can draw this salmon pink, just carry on with the way of the hair, so I can make the hair is coming from this part. It's not salmon pink, it's cadmium red. So we do this with cadmium red. Now I need to add darker part on this hair strand because it's coming from the shadow. How to add this? Changing the pencils on the same way of this. Starting with this cadmium, I need sienna, dark amber and black. Of course, if I need to add this dark red, I can add. It's not a problem. Now on the top line here, I will add some lines inside. Why? Because I'm working to do this gradient. Mix light till the end of the hair strand. But I still need darker on the beginning, so I'm going darker. Before to adding dark amber, I'm coming with this dark red. I need to keep a little bit red part for the hair strand to do the same with the rest of the hair. Even my reference photo doesn't show me to add this red, but I like to add. As I told you, sometimes I'm looking for extra details. So I can mix this hair a bit interesting. Now because I have a bit red here, if I'm coming with dark amber and also black if it's necessary. I don't think so black we need anymore. I'm going with this just quarter part of the way. And I start to blend this one. As you can see, very nice blend from dark to light of the hair strand. So I blend very light on the beginning. As you can see, I mix together with the black part on the top because I want to lose this into the shadow. Coming down a little bit, and when I go in the lighter area, I'm not going by circles, only on the dark tone I'm going like this. On a lighter, I change the way of blend. Thank you very much, George. I can't wait to go in there because we will draw something very interesting. You will love that. If you love animals, you will love that. And now guys, remember we just need to follow the steps to add the rest of the hair strands. Hopefully you understand everything today so you can carry on. And let me see your drawing after you draw a part of the hair. See you tomorrow guys with the rest of the hair drawing. I will stay a little bit today to draw this part. But now you know everything how to do. So I can't wait for your drawings. Remember guys, respect the shadows, also where they are, so you can make more interesting work. If you have highlights or this part of messy hair, don't forget to use dotting tool. I always use dotting tool for this part. Thank you very much guys, and good luck with your drawing. I will stay a little bit longer today so I can draw at least this part. Maybe I can do this. but hopefully you understand now the way to work with this. But try to respect the highlights on the bent part of the curly hair. Let me show you a closer look to see how interesting it's looking from this dotting tool. As you can see, everything is made by dotting tool. This scratch of the paper, look at that. As I promised you guys, I will show you now how to do this with cutter, because I promised you yesterday and I forgot. Let's suppose we need to add some white hair, and we're going close to see here. For example, I take these parts to show you. Before to do this, I want to show you the reference photo. We have this part, very interesting. Look at that. It's very sensitive part here, as you can see here. I will show you how to do this to make this part realistic. If you didn't know about this cutter, if you have one home, it's about this. Just remove a little bit from top of the cutter, and look at that, how nice design we can do this. You don't need too much out, just a little bit. So this is very important part for me. When I did this way of Black Widow, was very interesting for me. I'm following the reference photo and I'm scratching very light with this. Don't be careful to don't scratch like this, you will cut the paper. We're going on the outside part of this. Look at that. If I'm going like this, I can add all type of messy hair, which is very important for our drawing. Look at that, what's happened with the hair. I can add even curly part for the hair. I can add also over this. So look how big transformation we add on this part. If you learn this way to using this cutter, you will be very happy what's happened with your drawing. As I promised you guys, I show you and I explain you everything I draw, so you can understand and also learn by my techniques. So now I'm most of the portrait more happy than before, because only I did this one. Let me show you closer look to see how is it. As you can see, these part guys are made now, and very interesting parts. Just follow the reference photo to see where you have to add these lines, extra lines, which all parts for the hair have this. And look at that, is very interesting supplier. So with this dotting tool, with this cutter, you can make miracles on your paper. Thank you very much, guys. Now I'm happy I explained this part as well. Now you can have this cutter to work, but remember, this part for the cutter you do when you finish the hair. When you add this one, don't add any color over. It's not reason to add any more colors, because you will cover this very light lines made by cutter. Good night and good luck with your work. Cam stat o oră și ceva.